Good afternoon, and welcome back to today's XBL production as we continue the high stakes AAA semifinal series between JamPaladin's Malibu Surfers and corruptionz Pawtucket Prowlers. I'm Light Snack, aka Flurabelle, aka your play by play announcer. Joining me once again on color commentary is the Beaver Believer, Weaver for Prez. Weaver, earlier today, we saw the Surfers dominate the Prowlers, winning both games by mercy rule in the second inning to take a 2-0 series lead. What does corruptionz have to do in order to avoid a sweep here today?
Well, it's going to sound dumb, but the short answer is he's got to pitch better. And you might be thinking, well, there's nothing you could do against a hitter of the caliber of JamPaladin. I kind of disagree. I think if you can paint those corners and you can do it a lot, you can mitigate the damage. You can open doors for your own offense. Corruptionz is not a bad hitter. I believe he had the second highest batting average, and he drew the most walks in the AAA. He can certainly keep up with Paladin. He just has to mitigate the damage, and the best way to do that is to just focus on those corners. One hung pitch, and it's a disaster.
Exactly. Corruptionz has the ability to turn it on at the like flicking a light switch on and off. He just needs to get that switch from off to on. Only one run scored in those first two games. He needs that a big inning. First inning of game two, he was able to load the bases. He got one run out of that, kept the bases loaded, then struck out. A big opportunity there for corruptionz to make a statement there after the mercy in game one. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for JamPaladin, he was able to keep rolling, putting up the numbers he did in game one, and just being able to do back-to-back mercies. Corruptionz really does, as you said, need to turn on the batting game that we know that he can accomplish.
Certainly, he absolutely can turn it on. I think we may see it. The trick is, can he give himself a chance? He's only getting 6 outs at the plate because the game is ending in the second inning. He's not even getting the chance to show us what he can do. So again, he just needs to prevent the early runs, do his thing at the plate. We may see some better games than we saw this morning.
And some early runs of his own shouldn't hurt as well either.
No, they wouldn't hurt in the least. He will be batting first here in Game 3 once we get started in Big Sky Ballpark. So the pressure's on to score early.
Definitely. When we look at corruptionz batting, we know where the story is. When we look at his pitching, on the other hand, there were multiple in both of today's games this morning. We saw him sticking with his starter even after giving up double digits worth of
Yeah.
runs. Letting it get out of hand, even though he does have that 5 bar bullpen. We talked about it briefly in the earlier stream, and how you're kind of reluctant to go to the pen as, as early as the
Right.
need was these times. But, when does that become a necessity? When do you absolutely need to go to your bullpen to keep the game from spiraling out of control into a 2 inning mercy?
Well, the Prowler's backs are to the wall. There is no more room for error. I mean, I guess technically he could lose one more, and then that would be true back to the wall. But corruptionz does not want to drop Game 3, much less Game 4. Uh, I would the first sign of blowout danger, 6-7 nothing. You got to put in your best guys. You cannot end your season without using your best weapons. Corruptionz built his team around his bullpen. He's got to find a way to use it tonight.
We have corruptionz who's built his team around his bullpen. Then you have JamPaladin who's built his team around. It almost feels like Pond Nielsen, but that would be inaccurate to say.
Right. Yeah. Jam dumping a lot of points into his lineup, not a whole lot into his pen nor his rotation, and it's worked. He went 32-2, and he's 2 wins away from a trip to the World Series. So we shall see.
And with that trip to the World Series, he will be the winner of this series. Will be playing against B Hagen and the Nanaimo Megafauna, who beat Mersdrone and the Salt
Merstrom.
Lake Summits in a big semifinal series there. Arguably a little bit more competitive than we've seen so far in this current semifinal series.
Yeah, certainly more competitive. They went 6 games. Most of them were close, but Behagen not no easy prize to for either of these guys to run into should they make the World Series. It's going to be good no matter which of these guys makes it in.
And we're really excited to see which of those two players will be making it to the World Series once these two competitors are ready in their lobby. We have JamPaladin and his Malibu Surfers taking on corruptionz and the Pawtucket Prowlers, the #1 seed versus the #5. Surfers currently have a 2-0 series lead. This is a best of 7, so the winning team will need 4 wins in order to move on to the World Series. This is a huge AAA matchup right now, and it looks like they're just about getting started. So this is the AAA division of XBL, where all games are played at 80 ego for batting and 90 ego for everything else. That would be pitching, fielding, and base running. A little bit different than the XBL, the official XBL league, which has 90 ego all around. The World Series of that will start tomorrow night with Lazy's Tokyo Jackals taking on Ashnod's Coupon and the Chicago Blues. Now that's going to be an exciting matchup for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Tomorrow night, XBL World Series getting started, and then soon thereafter in the week, we'll have some dates to talk about for the AAA World Series. But that is all. That's all to come. For now, it's all about this semifinals, and we got to crown a semifinalist. It could be Jam tonight if he wins both games. If not, we'll play some games tomorrow and get this thing finished.
Exactly. corruptionz needs to hold, and he needs to win at least one game here to avoid that sweep and keep JamPaladin from being crowned the World Series finalist from the left side of the bracket here tonight. We'll see what happens as these teams get ready, and we will send you right over to that live feed right after this. Don't go away. Big Sky Ballpark. JamPaladin and the Surfers are the home team, looking to improve to 3-0 in this series. corruptionz and the Pawtucket Prowlers looking to get their first win of this semifinal series. Right now, I think corruptionz is just hoping that it doesn't end in a mercy in the first few innings.
Certainly, he's a very competitive individual. Takes a lot of pride in his abilities, and like you said, yeah, the last thing you'd want is to take another mercy. He's gonna try and put up a fight here.
Mr. Hagrid will be leading things off for the Pawtucket Prowlers. JamPaladin taking a moment here on the mound. Oh, no, it looks like we might have some technical difficulties. Nope, it looks like everything is squared away.
Yeah, we'll see how this transpires. JamPaladin did have to restart his internet as we were starting pregame, so hopefully whatever was going wrong has been fixed, as corruptionz with a good start.
Yeah, he starts with a leadoff single here, bringing up Savvy Sweets, a runner on first and nobody out. This is exactly what corruptionz needs to do. He needs to start a big rally here in the first, make a statement, and do what he can to get a lead and maintain it. Boone Vadamakia, no slouch on the mound, however. This one gets away from the catcher, but corruptionz electing to keep the runner at first. The 2-1 to Savvy, right down the middle, hammered into right field. That's going to get down. We'll get to the wall. Ken Norwest, it bounces off his chest, rolls into foul territory. Runners will stay at the corners with nobody out. The Prowlers starting a rally here in the first inning.
Not sure what's going on here, but corruptionz forfeiting second base. He had it in the bag had he gone for it. Not exactly sure what happened.
And a possible attempt to run home, but keeping the runner at third. Some very interesting base running decisions here, but not a lot of speed at first. I can understand his hesitation. This one is lifted into shallow center field. Beck's going to have to hustle in. He does, makes the grab, gets it back into the infield. The runners do not move.
Yeah, 1 out now. We're looking at a situation where if he grounds into a double play, that is going to hurt from the perspective of the Prowlers not taking that extra base.
Meanwhile, for JamPaladin, does exactly what he needs to do here. put the momentum on his side. As that one is hammered into left field, Nielsen ranges over, makes the grab. The throw home is just a bit late, and the catcher drops it anyway. The Prowlers strike first here in Game 3. 1-0, they lead.
Great start for corruptionz, but as we saw this morning, he will need more.
And more he does get as that one is drilled into left field. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here for the Prowlers. They keep on moving. Kenzie Dawsall takes just outside, lays off of that pitch. The heater catches the high part of the strike zone. Goes there again. This time, the Prowlers do not chase. Oh, the high forkball catches the inside corner, bringing the count to 2-2. The slider taken all the way. Payoff pitch right down the middle, swung on into right field, but hit hard to Norwest. The bases are loaded, and this is a familiar sight for the Prowlers.
Great start here for the Prowlers, but they could really cash in on just one more single here.
Fights that good pitch off. Brings the count to 1-1. Fastball misses low. The 2-1 is hit well, but to center field. Won't reach the warning track. Beck makes the catch. Out number 3. So the Prowlers load the bases, but don't get anything out of that. They do, however, score 1 run earlier in the inning. They're going to need a lot more than that to hold off this Surfers offense, though.
That's got to feel tough for corruptionz. He knows he needs runs in bunches. He has the bases loaded. He hits it hard. It's just right at the center fielder.
Lucian Mayhew on the mound here for the Pawtucket Prowlers. And Mew Cochran leading things off for the Surfers. Misses with the heat outside. Corruptionz taking his time. As that one just misses. Opting for a more patient approach on the mound this time. This one's right down the middle. The comebacker, the pitcher can't get a glove on it. Runner on first.
Oh no, here comes Jam. Not wasting any time. We'll see what he does with Edwin Beck, though.
Runner on first and nobody out for Edwin Beck. Swings at the first pitch. Right into the glove of Klosoff, who makes an excellent jumping effort.
That's big. Got to take your outs any way you can get them.
And the big batter comes up to plate. Pond Nielsen lays off the first pitch, catching the outside corner for a strike. That one missing. Feels like every time JamPaladin has Pond Nielsen up to bat, he's looking to go yard.
Looking to go yard, looking to do big damage. And you know, it gets into the pitcher's mind as well.
A favorable count here for Pond. She wails at the pitch down the middle, but it goes foul.
That was a dangerous fastball.
The payoff to Nielsen, right down the middle, hit up the middle softly, but it's enough to get into center field. Another single, first and second with 1 out.
Yeah, back-to-back fastballs there that were clearly mislocation, unless, you know, corruptionz is trying to fool him with the meatball, the unexpected meatball, but we'll see if he can rein it in a little bit.
Nice changeup catching the outside corner there to bring the count to 1-1. This one, however, catches the plate. Driven into right field. Dawsall's going to have to hurry to get the ball back in, but the throw is not strong enough. The runner will score. The Surfers have tied it back up. And now it's runners at the corners for Wendy Smile. Lucian still neutral mojo for the time being. The double play is in order with some slow speed on the bag at first, but this one's right down the middle. JamPaladin couldn't get the timing right, and it goes foul.
Yeah, Jam likes to camp his reticle just a little bit to the left of center, and that pitch was right where he had it.
This one also right down the middle. Hit well to right field. Is it gone? It's off the fence in right field. Gets away from Dawsall, who throws it back in. The runners will stay at second and third, but it is an RBI double. Surfers take the lead here, 2-1.
What a rip. We said anyone in this lineup can go yard. Even Wendy Smiles with that low power almost hit the Joe AJ pole over there.
The famous Job AJ Poles. This one is hammered into right field. Doesn't have enough to get by Dawes. It does. She reaches up, but it gets to the wall. Throws it back in. Back-to-back doubles, second and third.
Yeah, this is just now starting to get in a very dangerous spot here for Corruptionz. He has to find these 2 outs.
This one is hammered right to hit Dingers, who steps on the bag at first for the easy out, but another run will score for JamPaladin. He's putting on the hurt early.
Smart play from Corruptionz just to take the out, not to challenge home. He knows he can score. He just has to, like I said pregame, he's got to keep it respectable.
Oh, all of that one was launched into center field. That baby is gone. The Surfers extend their lead. 6 runs here in the bottom of the first for the Surfers.
Wow, wow, wow. JamPaladin just putting on a show this morning and now tonight. And as you can see, another rattled starter in the famous 81 ERA there for Mahir. Corruptionz just got to be shaking his head. He's like, what do I have to do?
It's in these situations where you feel like no matter what pitch you throw or where you put it, you feel like JamPaladin's going to get some wood on it and he's going to launch it.
Absolutely.
And that's working into his mind here. Low accuracy, the 3-0. Right down Broadway. Launch to left field. That one's gone. Back-to-back homers for the Surfers.
Oof, that one was crushed out to that short porch, but that's going to clear pretty much any fence in the game. That was just slaughtered by JamPaladin, and he leads by 6.
And the Surfers have batted around here in the first. Corruptionz thinking about his bullpen for just a moment before continuing with Lucien Mahir.
I get it. I mean, it's hard to it's a hard pill to swallow to say, okay, starter, you're going 2 outs, you're going 2/3 of an inning. But like I said, I mean, the season is on the line. You have big bullets in the pen. You got to use them at some point.
Ooh, another pitch right down the middle, but this one is yanked just foul. Almost saw some chalk there. New Cochran, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her chasing the inside pitch. But the damage is done. 7 runs for the Surfers. Once again, the Prowlers facing an uphill climb.
Yeah, but they've got to start climbing ASAP. They cannot. I feel in games like this, you almost feel like you can't go 1 inning without scoring, or you're just going to get mercied. He's got to reach back and find something here.
Quickly in the hole here, 0-2 is Chow hangover. This one is launched to right field. It's hit well. It is just off the top of the fence. In right field, it will go as a leadoff double for the Prowlers.
Wow, good rip there from Corruptionz towards that pole. And a leadoff double. That's a big start.
Unfortunately, the Prowlers would have liked to have seen a home run there, as the next batter is an RBI dud. Swings at the first pitch, launched into center field for an easy out, number 1.
Yeah, it certainly would have liked to see a home run, but the way Corruptionz plays the game, he's more of a rally guy. Solo shots, definitely not really an expected part of his repertoire. Granted, he certainly can run into them.
A nasty slider there from JamPaladin for the first strike. This one is hammered. New Cochran, it's over her head. It's going to get all the way to the wall. There's a bit of a stutter step from the runner between second and third, but he will get home. Back-to-back doubles. Sorry, not back-to-back, but another double. That's going to go for an RBI for the Prowlers. Prowlers trying to put together one of those rallies you mentioned, Weaver.
Yeah, a Corruptionz rally, but this isn't going to do him much good unless it gets dropped. Oh, almost did.
A risky play there from Edwin Beck in center field, catching the ball at the last second. This one, first pitch, lifted into center field. Beck, again, running forward, makes the grab for out number 3, but the Prowlers put up another run. They still trail by 5.
Yeah, pretty good job from Corruptionz to not leave that inning empty-handed, but he can't win this game on 1-run innings. He's got to find some big innings, some crooked numbers to get back in this thing. It looked like he went chasing a little bit, a little over-aggressive on his first pitches, as this one is smacked.
JamPaladin not wasting any time, chasing after that first pitch and just clobbering it to center field. But hit hard enough that it bounced off the wall right to the outfielder, keeping it to a single.
Yeah, a dramatic change in dimensions between these two teams and their home stadiums. In Emerald Diamond, that's a double at minimum.
And it looks like corruptionz is going to the bullpen here in the second inning. Dirty McDowell stepping in and quickly retiring the first batter he faces.
And that's a big batter to retire. That was Pon Nielsen. But Shoot de Jesus, no slouch in his own right.
Big swing and a miss. Trouble catching up to that 102-mile-per-hour heater. And, I mean, look at those stats on the reliever. But this one, he wasn't late here. Launched to center field. Gone! A 2-run homer for Shoot de Jesus.
That one was crushed. 440 feet right center. JamPaladin putting on a show, and corruptionz is just got to have his hands in the air saying, what can I do?
He brings in his ace reliever, the K-Man. And it feels like there's nothing he can do to stop this JamPaladin offense.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I will say that pitch did tail a little bit towards the middle of the plate. May have meant for it to be on a corner and just missed on his location. We can only speculate considering we are watching the Surfers' perspective.
Big opportunity here for McDowell to undo this tense mojo. 1-2 count. K-Man activated against Wendy Smile. Goes with the breaking pitch, nowhere close. Taking his time, the 2-2 to Smile. Swung on and missed. Got him with the inside heat.
Wow, remember where you were, folks, when JamPaladin struck out on an official Twitch broadcast. We may not see that again today.
This one right down Broadway, doesn't miss that one. Ripped up the middle for a base hit. That brings up Kent Norwest, batting 7th. 0-for-1 with an RBI. That one misses just high. Runner on first and 2 outs. The Surfers lead by 7 here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1, taken all the way, just low. corruptionz taking his time in this pitching game. A stark contrast to games 1 and 2 earlier. This one ripped right up the middle. Center field, another home run for JamPaladin and the Surfers.
Oh, Mike, is this guy turning on fastballs or what? This is just a home run derby at this point. And we can talk about the M word now. Mercy, as Celine Weeks steps up. She has a home run already. Another one here would be another 2-inning game.
It is not going to be another 2-inning game. Grounded to Sachs, throw to first is in time, out number 3. We head for the first time in this series to the 3rd inning.
The way the series has gone, in my mind, if corruptionz doesn't score here, this game is as good as over. You know Paladin just isn't going to be held. Corruptionz has to put something together.
And corruptionz starting early with chasing the first pitch and getting a leadoff single. The Prowlers have a lot of ground to make up here.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9.
Saxophone stepping in. The inside heat is swung on hard, but right to Mew Cochran. The throw to second in time, the throw to first. The double play is turned.
Wow, that is a big double play to silence any potential rally. That may, assuming Paladin can get one in the bottom half, that double play becomes a big one that might deliver him a win.
This one hammered over the glove of Wendy Smile. The dive from Norwest doesn't cut the ball off. That should put the runner at second base. He's rounding second and going to third. It's going to be 3. A 2-out triple for the Prowlers. They're not done.
No, certainly not done. I mentioned it earlier. corruptionz, one of the most competitive individuals in this league.
Turns on the changeup. Wendy Smile with a diving play. Catches it before it hits the grass.
That's a backbreaker. He has been scoring 1 per inning to just kind of, keep himself in the game. All of a sudden, mercy territory. Here we go.
And JamPaladin only needs 1 run here to get this mercy win and send us to Game 4. Kurt Richardson with a home run already on the day. Takes the first 2 pitches inside, 1 called a ball and 1 called a strike. The 1-1 taken all the way low, catches the strike zone for a strike. The 1-2, K-Man activated, swung on and missed, 102 miles per hour upstairs.
Wow, I spoke too soon. We did see another JamPaladin strikeout. Great fastball there from Dirty McDowell.
I don't care what ego you're playing at. Once that K-Man activates and you're facing 102-mile-per-hour heaters, it's hard to catch up with them.
No question.
The 2-1 to Mew Cochran. Swung on, grounded to Saxophone, picks it up, throws it to first. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
A 1-2-3 inning could be huge here for Corruptionz. Swung on and missed on the first pitch is Edwin Beck. 1 for 2 with a single. Lays off that one just outside. Dirty McDowell's stats already going down with the tense mojo. Oh, that is just the tense mojo, actually. My bad. But 25 pitches all ready for the reliever. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. K-Man
Huge
activates
pitch
for
right here.
McDowell. Tough out for Beck. Like you said, huge pitch. The 2-2. Right down the middle. Launch to right field. Does it have enough? No! Dawsall catches it right in front of the wall in right field. We head to the 4th inning.
Great catch there from the right fielder, Dawsall. That keeps Corruptionz alive, gives him another chance.
number 3.
8-9-1 batters here for Corruptionz. He threatened in the previous inning but did not score. Chases the first pitch changeup and drives it foul. The heater on the outside corner swung on and missed. The quick 0-2 for Boone Vadamakia. This one, however, hammered right back up the middle. A leadoff single for the Prowlers.
Maybe look for Corruptionz to stay a little more patient here on this next batter. The last inning, he had the leadoff runner aboard, grounded into a double play to kind of silence the rally. And yeah, he does take the first pitch.
Takes the first pitch high for a strike. Takes the second pitch inside for a ball. The 1-1 taken again, this time low. Forkball misses upstairs. The 3-1 taken all the way. Strike 2. Full count. The payoff pitch to close off. Swung on and missed. Got him with the slider.
Wow, that slider must have looked pretty tricky coming in. Not a whole lot of junk on it, but just maybe a surprising pitch.
Just catching the outside part of the plate. It's a tricky pitch to get a hold of. The inside slider misses that time. The 2-0 catches the outside part of the plate. The 2-1 just misses outside. Runner on first and 1 out here for Mr. Hagrid. Swing and a miss. Brings the count full again. Payoff pitch. Spoiled. The changeup, sending it foul. Peter swung on hard, but right to Wendy Smile, who catches it before it hits the dirt. Throws to first for the double play. Huge defensive play there for the Surfers.
Great defensive play. Sometimes we see people, when they catch those liners, they go right to second because they thought maybe it was going to hit the dirt. But JamPaladin keeps his head up, makes the nice play. That is could be another backbreaker for the Prowlers.
Backbreaker is the word here with Pond Nielsen at the plate, who takes that one just on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Nielsen versus McDowell. The 1-1 taken all the way. Strike 2. K-Man
I'm
activates
surprised.
for McDowell.
Surprised he took it. That looked like Jam's pitch right there.
Doesn't miss that one. He swings on it, grounded to Anburn, throws it to hit Stingers, out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 6.
Just when you think it's a big out of the way, up steps Shoot De Jesus, who's 2 for 2 with a dinger. Takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1. Oh, got him off speed, swinging. K-Man activates the 0-2. Not close. McDowell, considering his options. The delivery, again outside.
Yeah, stats really starting to deteriorate on McDowell. This is where Jam is going to lick his chops looking for that walk-off.
The 2-2. Swung on. That was a pitch to do it on, but it's grounded into center field. It will be a base hit. The walk-off run is aboard.
Now batting, the
And Wendy Smile will look to send him in. Not a lot of speed on the bag at first, however. Might take a couple of hits to bring him home. And that's exactly what Corruptionz wants to avoid. This one over the head of the leaping shortstop. It's going to get all the way to the wall. The center fielder strong legs, picks it up, throws it into the infield. And with that low speed, the runner will have to stay at third. The winning run is at third base.
Yeah, and the game does not automatically bring your infield in with that winning run on third. We'll see if Corruptions realizes it in time. Doesn't look like he does.
Off the plate.
He may be putting him on here, actually.
I would be surprised if Screw Ballswell throws Dorian Wiggs a strike here. 3-0 count. Composed trait activates for Screw. The 3-0 is there for a strike.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Swung on and foul. Brings the count full. 1 out. The winning run is at third base. Swing and a miss. Got him with the 101 mile per hour heater.
That's gutsy there from Corruptions. Now 1 out away from keeping himself alive.
And for the Surfers, Kent Norwest trying to finish it off. Does it get down? It does! And the Surfers win it 12-2. A walk-off mercy win in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Another excellent performance there from JamPaladin, but Corruptions in his own right. He makes it a 4-inning game. Both games this morning were only 2-inning games. But again, just not able to put his own rallies together to hang around with Jam. And now JamPaladin finds himself 1 win away. We're going to get started here soon. 1 win away from joining B. Hagen in the XBL World Series.
JamPaladin can see the mercy win. It's right there for him, and Corruption's on life support right now. He needs to win 4 games in a row against an unstoppable offense that JamPaladin has been able to produce, not just in this series, but over the course of this entire AAA season.
Yeah, and you and I are both rookies, so neither of us are going to know. I'm not sure if the reverse sweep in a 7-game series has ever been completed in the XBL. But as many of us do know, only one team has ever pulled it off in Major League Baseball history. And coincidentally or not, that is Corruption's favorite team, the Boston Red Sox, back in 2004. So maybe he can tap into his home team's magic here.
He will definitely have to tap into that magic here if he wants to make that comeback, the reverse sweep, a reality. I'm not sure if that has ever happened, the thing that you just talked about, Weaver. But
Right.
One thing I can almost say with utmost certainty, I don't believe it has ever happened when the winning team of those first 3 games won by mercy rule before the halfway point of either of those any of those games.
Absolutely. All 3 games just completely dominant at the plate from the Malibu Surfers. And Corruption's, this is going to be his number 4 starter. Granted, I think all 4 of his starters are very similar. He went for a consistent rotation rather than having a star or 2. But I don't see why it's going to change. I mean, JamPaladin just looks so locked in. I'm not sure what Corruptions can do different here.
We'll see what he tries to do, if he tries to pull out any kind of different approach when these 2 teams get started. We are just currently waiting for JamPaladin and Corruptions to queue up for this Game 4, which will be the last game of this broadcast, but whether or not it's the last game of this semifinal series remains to be seen if JamPaladin can get win number 4 here.
Yeah, and we kind of saw what we've been talking about. The game definitely slowed down once Corruptions went to his pen. But again, like we said, the problem is that it's intimidating to go to your pen so early, because then you start thinking, oh, what if this game gets late, and nothing good can come from that if I have a burned out pen. But he did give up runs with that first reliever out of the pen, Dirty McDowell, but certainly not too many. The starter taking the brunt of the damage, so that could be at play here as we go into Game 2. Sorry, Game 4.
Game 2 of this broadcast, but Game 4 of this series. And the Prowlers need the reverse sweep to keep their World Series hopes alive. JamPaladin just needs this 1 win, and he will be batting first here in Emerald Diamond. I would honestly not be surprised if Corruptionz just goes for the first 3 batters with his starting pitcher.
Oh, it looks. I think JamPaladin forgot to set the correct pitcher.
That's
because
what it looks like.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So they're gonna have to do another round here,
and they will likely, unless it does a snake format for the home field swapping, All they have to do is make sure that they have the right starting pitcher selected, hit Q for game, and if they get Big Sky, just restart it, and then we'll be good
Right.
for Emerald Diamond.
Right. The tricky part with resetting on the forfeits to get home field is the game will count a forfeit as a game played, so the starter gets skipped. You have to manually switch it back in the My Team.
Exactly.
So hopefully both players did that there.
We'll see. And we'll also not see, however, if it chooses Big Sky. We are going back to Emerald Diamond. Let's hope that both teams here.
Yeah. A good coin flip there from the game to go back to Emerald Diamond there. Otherwise, we would have lost another 3 minutes or so.
Hopefully both teams have the correct pitcher selected. I don't believe we saw JamPaladin go back to his pitcher screen, however.
I did notify both of them before the game. Oh, looks like they didn't get it right here again.
And it looks like we're seeing calls on this should be an auto forfeit for Jam, which means that with being mercy to 2 games and not winning any games, corruptionz will be heading to the World Series. No, that is not how it works.
It should just be a momentary thing here. We'll get it going pretty darn soon. Looks like on our end, or you can see it as well. Well, yeah, on our end, looks like JamPaladin got the right pitcher. So they're going to have to forfeit, though, through Big Sky.
So that they can get to Emerald Diamond, the Pawtucket Prowlers' home field, in order to finish this Game 4. JamPaladin corruptionz queuing up. Who knows? Maybe we'll see Emerald Diamond here.
Almost definitely going to be Big Sky. I believe it's the game, is still in the middle of a quote unquote 2-game set. So it's going to give Jam home team. They can forfeit one more and then get another coin toss.
And we're seeing on our screens right now that they are heading to Emerald Diamond.
Oh wow, okay. So provided they got the right pitchers in, as I just notified them, we should be good.
Fingers are crossed. And good lucks are exchanged. It looks like we should be good to go here in Emerald Diamond. The last chance for the Prowlers to try to make a mark on this semifinal series. JamPaladin will be batting first. Mew Cochran leading things off. Biggie Strongarm is the starting pitcher.
I believe he's checking, auditing, if you will. Looks good to go, though.
And the first pitch from Strongarm is high for a ball. We are playing baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice day here in Pacific Northwest. We'll see if the weather plays into the visuals at all. I know sometimes it can be hard to hit when it's too bright or whatnot. Everyone kind of has a different experience as you move around. We'll see how it plays out.
Absolutely, but the weather here absolutely gorgeous. The Ferris wheel in the background. Mew Cochran takes that one inside. And the 2-2 from Biggie Strongarm. Check, swing, big one. Ball misses inside. The payoff pitch taken all the way. A leadoff walk for Mew Cochran. Not what corruptionz wants.
Looked like corruptionz was trying to dot that up and in corner, up and inside, or high and inside. Maybe he knows. He has mentioned he's someone that will watch tape on his opponents if he has the time. Maybe he's realizing, or he's remembering, that Jam likes to camp his reticle away.
This time attacking the outside part of the plate. He chases into left field. That's going to die right before Hagrid's feet. It looked like it could be caught, but that ball just died off of the bat, and it goes for a single, first and second with nobody out. And Pond Nielsen at the plate.
Oh no, RBI man, or RBI woman in this case. Let's see what she can do.
High and inside, misses up.
I'm not sure what that was.
It's your guess is as good as mine.
The step out followed by the 1 second pause.
The 1-1 to Nielsen. Hammered up the middle, and it hits!
Oh.
Biggie strong arm. Fitness down. Sweets is not able to make the play at first. The bases are loaded. Nobody's out. And the starting pitcher for the Prowlers is injured.
That's just brutal. He hasn't gotten an out yet. Corruptionz has already been struggling to get length from his starters. This is about to get ugly, I think.
Oh, shoot to Jesus, laying off of that pitch in the lower part of the zone. Strong arm is staying in. 0 ERA and infinity whip. Strong arm trying to get those numbers down. This one launched into left field, hit hard. It dies in front of Hagrid again. The bases will stay loaded. It was hard hit enough, but that's an RBI single. And the Surfers are rallying here in the first.
This is feeling like another one of those innings. He's already scored. The stats on Biggie's strong arm are abysmal, and that should clear the bases, I think.
A big hit there, hits the wall in right field. Dazal's going to have to hurry to get it in. The bases will not be cleared. Second and third, but 2 runs score on the 2 RBI double, 3-0. The Surfers lead.
Yeah, it's still nobody out. Corruptionz, his season on the line, going to screw Boswell. And before he took him out, I think it literally said INF ERA as in infinite.
Yep, an infinite ERA and an infinite whip. As this is another double, this time another 2 runs. 5-0, the Surfers lead. Kent Norwest up to bat. Still no outs recorded.
Yeah, and a seemingly infinite amount of scoring potential for Malibu. The train just keeps on moving. 5 runs, no outs.
Screw Boswell is tense on the mound, but with a pitcher's count. The 1-2 to Norwest just misses the plate. Runner on second. The Surfers have scored 5 times here in this first inning. Hard hit, but right into the glove of Saxophone for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20.
Celine Weeks, the number 8 batter, is the DH for the Malibu Surfers. First pitch just high. The 1-0 swung on and foul. Prowlers need to get out of this inning as fast as they can if they want a chance of answering back. This one hammered into left field. That's going to find grass. It's going to be a single, first and third with 1 out for the number 9 batter, Kurt Richardson, who had a home run in the previous game. Swings at the first pitch high and inside. Misses. The 0-1. Taken. Ooh, that strike. Catching the outside corner. A big 0-2 count here for Screw Boswell. Swung on off the plate, but it's going to get down, and it is fair. That's going to score a run. Hagrid's going to have to throw. The throw to third is in time. They get the out at third, but it is an RBI double.
I think I mentioned this to Dwayne when we were calling your own series with Ashnod. You know, everyone in that series, yourself and Ashnod, you hit the ball so hard that when the situation arises where your opponent gets a hit off of weak contact, it almost feels extra tilting.
Exactly. You feel like, oh, you didn't deserve that. That was a weak contact hit. You didn't deserve that. But a hit is a hit in this game. And
absolutely.
The Prowlers need to do everything they can to make sure that the hits stop. And the hits do stop here, but unfortunately for Corruptionz, it is a walk. So first and second, 2 outs. Surfers have batted around. Edwin Beck, the number 2 hitter, hammers this one into right field. It's going to get down, but hard hit. Dazal gets it back into the infield. The bases are loaded for Pond Nielsen, the RBI woman.
Yeah, probably could have challenged even with the low speed for home plate, but why do that when you have Pond Nielsen?
And nowhere to put her. Screw Boswell gonna have to pitch to her. Lefty on lefty. Swings at the high pitch. Drives it foul into the seats. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Surfers have scored 6 times. Swings at this one off the plate. Just foul. Good count here for Boswell. The 1-2. Swung on to center field. Does it have enough? It's a grand slam. Pond Nielsen makes it a 10-run game in the first inning.
10-0. Only 2 outs recorded. JamPaladin has the potential here if he can throw up a 0 in the first. to send himself to the World Series by playing 1 inning.
Absolutely unbelievable. The power that this offense has, how consistent it has been through this series, and just an unsolvable puzzle for corruptionz and the Prowlers.
Yeah, truly unsolvable. And provided Jam doesn't just completely erupt on the mound in this game, it's going to be the responsibility to solve JamPaladin is going to fall onto B. Hagen. So that should be interesting.
B. Hagen likely to have his plate full against whoever wins out of this series. This one is grounded to third. The throw to first is in time. 10 big runs. You can see them right there. Scored by JamPaladin and the Surfers in the top of the first. The Prowlers need to score at least one here to stop the Mercy. First pitch to
And as Captain Krill just pointed out in the chat, if JamPaladin gets the 3 outs here and doesn't give up a run, these two will have played the entirety of their 4-game series while only playing, officially, 9 innings.
Unbelievable. This one grounded into the glove of Mew Cochran. A perfect diving catch on the infield.
That's got to be just the most frustrating thing. You know your back is to the wall. You got to score something, and your opponent busts one of those out. Oh, it hurts.
Little strong legs. The last hope for the Prowlers. Matthias Stevenson on the mound trying to get it done for the Surfers. Pitch a 1-inning perfect game and send JamPaladin and the Surfers to the World Series. The 2-2 to strong legs. Swung on and missed, and that is it. A big sweep total of 9 innings played in this semifinals. The JamPaladin and the Malibu Surfers are heading to the AAA World Series, where they will face B. Hagen and the Nanaimo Megafauna.
Yeah, big congratulations to JamPaladin. He is moving on. He is in the World Series. I don't think all that many people are surprised about it, but it's nonetheless an impressive feat. You know, only 2 people get to do it every season. And big things to come. That should be a fun series. Those two played in the final weekend of the regular season. JamPaladin won both games. I don't believe he mercied either of them. I would have to check. But in any case, big congratulations to him, and congratulations to corruptionz and the Pawtucket Prowlers, the number 5 seed in a very competitive league. Had great batting stats, great team play. He deserves some props for making as far as he did. He won a couple playoff series as well.
Absolutely. There's no way you can fault corruptionz and the Prowlers for just the amazing run they went on here. Getting an upset along the way, beating out Pizza Volcano in the Moon Kingdom to get here to this semifinal series. But when you look at JamPaladin's offense, when you just see the things he can do at the plate, there's really little you can do. As we said, kind of an unsolvable puzzle.
Yeah, perhaps an unsolvable puzzle, but I mean, no one's invincible. There are paths to victory if you can just hunker down and keep pace with him. Maybe an unsolvable puzzle at the plate, but it's not like he won the Von Acesen too. There is potential to score off of him. corruptionz had the potential, he wasn't able to give himself the time. So it'll be up to B. Hagen, give himself the time, give himself the breathing room, avoid the 10-run rule, and try and enact his own great offense.
And B. Hagen does have a great offense, like you were saying. I think that no matter what happens, this World Series matchup between B. Hagen and JamPaladin is going to be a really good one, and I'm excited to see that going, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we can what the scheduling for that AAA World Series will be.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know as soon as we know. But the only thing we do know right now is that tomorrow night, Sunday night, at, is it 5 p.m. Pacific?
I believe it is 5 p.m. Pacific, 8
Yes.
p.m. Eastern. We will have the XBL World Series. It will start the first 2 games of that series between Lazy And Ashnod's Coupon, the Tokyo Jackals taking on the Chicago Blues. That is going to be.
Yes.
We ended the season with their. The regular season ended with their series in Match of the Week. And Lazy swept, but the ending of Game 2 is probably one of the most memorable for those who saw it. Ashnod just unable to get that huge win there in the late innings.
Yeah, that series was by far the most electric, hype, exciting that we had on Match of the Week in the regular season. We did 7 weekends worth of them, but or 8 maybe because we had 2 in week 1. But yeah, Ashnod in both games came back late. It was super dramatic, lazy with uh, the the scoring in the ninth inning of both games away and home. Those were both insane games. If the World Series is anything like that regular season series, you guys cannot miss it. It is going to be a blast.
We're going to be in for a real treat. So be sure to follow, and you'll be notified when we go live. We will always go live with our series games. You can be guaranteed whenever this channel goes live, you will be seeing XBL baseball, whether that's XBL or AAA. It's going to be great stuff. We always have live commentary, and our community is growing, Weaver.
Yeah, and if you want to be a part of that community, you can scroll down on the Twitch here. There's a link to the YouTube, so you can watch past VODs, past the date when they're auto-deleted from Twitch. I believe they get about 2 weeks before they're auto-deleted.
Mm-hmm.
But we always we have them stored on the YouTube if you want to just put something on in the background or whatnot. You can also join our Discord, whether you want to try and play in this league in a future season, or if you just want to be a fan and get more up-to-date information with when events are coming, when seasons, off-season tournaments, match of the weeks, when those are happening. Feel free to join the Discord. Everyone is welcome. And I think that just about does it for us here today or tonight.
Absolutely. I think we're wrapping up here. Again, be sure to tune in tomorrow night for that XBL World Series start. Games 1 and 2, Lazy versus Ashnod. You don't want to miss it. But that does it for us here tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. Thank you again for watching, and we hope you all have a wonderful evening and enjoy your weekend. Take care.
Have a good night, everyone.